All right, let's get right to it. We're talking about something that is shot right out of the tech labs and landed squarely on the desk of every C-suite and board member: AI governance. And I want to be really clear from the start. This isn't just about technology. This is about leadership, it's about risk, and frankly, it's about the entire future of your organization.
So let's just cut to the chase with the one question every single leader should be wrestling with right now. You see the AI tools being adopted, right? You hear the constant buzz. But is your organization truly ready for the sheer breakneck speed of this thing? I mean, are your existing governance frameworks even built to handle this new reality? It's a serious question.
Okay, so let's dig into that idea, the AI Velocity Challenge. And the subtitle here says it all. This demands your attention now. The key word is velocity. This isn't some far-off futuristic problem. The pace of this technology makes it a critical, right here, right now issue for every single person in a leadership position.
And really, this one sentence sums up the entire challenge. Think about it. The technology is advancing exponentially. It's on a rocket ship trajectory. But our governance frameworks, the very structures we rely on to manage risk and ensure oversight, well, they're built to be linear, to be deliberative. They move at a much, much slower pace. And that huge gap between the two, that's where massive organizational risk is hiding in plain sight.
So let's break down exactly what's fueling this velocity challenge. First, the tech itself. Just look at large language models. What they've become capable of in just the last 4 years is, well, it's beyond what anyone really expected. With that power, you get completely new kinds of risks. We're not just talking about old-school privacy concerns anymore. We're talking about massive disinformation campaigns or brand-new cyber vulnerabilities. Then you have these incredibly complex, murky AI supply chains. Your teams might be using a tool that's built on another model, which is built on another one, and suddenly you have no idea where the original data even came from. It makes managing risk almost impossible. And finally, you've got this regulatory mess. Everyone's scrambling to write the rules, but they're not coordinated, creating a patchwork that just adds to the business uncertainty. It's a perfect storm. This is the new landscape.
Okay, so that all sounds pretty big and scary. How do we make it tangible? How do we move from these abstract ideas about risk to something concrete? Well, you do it by looking at specific use cases inside your own organization. It's time to pinpoint where the actual danger lies for your business.
So first things first, let's get on the same page about what high risk actually means. It's not every AI chatbot out there. A high-risk system is one that could cause significant harm. We're talking about harm to someone's health, their safety, or their fundamental rights. It's when the AI's output is a key part of a decision that really materially affects the person's life. That's the bar. That's the kind of system we absolutely have to get right.
And this isn't some academic exercise. These high-risk applications are already here, right now, in major business domains. Take employment. Are you using AI to screen resumes, monitor performance, or decide on promotions? That's a high-risk use case. Or look at finance and insurance. Is an algorithm evaluating someone's credit score or setting their life insurance premium? You bet that's high risk. And it goes on. Determining eligibility for public housing, managing the flow of electricity, these are not small things. In any of these scenarios, an error or a bias in the AI isn't a minor glitch. It can have profound, life-altering consequences for people and create huge liability for your company. And this right here is probably the most important point to understand. The technology itself isn't what's risky, it's all about the context you use it in. I mean, think about it. Using a generative AI to draft a fun internal email about a team-building event, super low risk. What's the worst that can happen? But using that exact same tool to provide what looks like legal or financial advice to a client, now you've crossed a major line. You're in a completely different high-stakes world. The context is everything.
Okay, so we've identified the challenge, we know how to spot high-risk uses. Now for the most important part. What do we actually do about it? Let's pivot to a framework for governance. This is your actionable playbook for putting responsible AI into practice.
And here's a fantastic, really memorable set of principles to guide you. It's called FASTER. Let's just walk through it. Is your use of AI fair, or is it amplifying existing biases? Are you accountable for what it produces, or are you trying to blame the algorithm? Is it secure, protecting your data and your systems? Are you being transparent? Do people even know they're interacting with an AI? Are your teams properly educated on its strengths and, just as importantly, its limitations?
And finally, is it relevant? Is this AI actually solving a business problem and delivering a better outcome? Running any new AI initiative through this simple, faster checklist is an incredibly powerful first step.
All right, this brings us to what might be the single most important pillar of all of this: ensuring meaningful human oversight. It's all about keeping humans in control of these systems, no matter how smart they get. Because at the end of the day, accountability has to land with a person, not a machine.
And this quote here really drives that point home. It says, "The core purpose is to make sure humans maintain control and supervision." Think about that. The goal isn't just to build cool AI. The goal is to build AI that serves us, that remains a tool under our direction. We can never, ever just hand over the keys and abdicate our responsibility to the algorithm.
So, okay, what does that control actually look like in practice? This is a great, simple model. Think of it in 3 levels. At the top, you have human in the loop. The AI can give a recommendation, but a human makes the final call. Always. This is for your highest stakes decisions. The question you should ask is, where must we have a final human sign-off? Then there's human over the loop. Here, the AI acts, but a human is supervising, ready to intervene and override it if things go off the rails. Your question here is, how do we intervene when this goes wrong? And last, and you should be very careful here, is human out of the loop. The AI is fully autonomous. And the only question you can ask is, are we 100% certain this is so low risk that we don't need any human oversight at all? This framework lets you dial the control up or down, based on the actual risk involved.
And so this is the thought I want to leave you with. Every single AI system you deploy is learning. It's evolving, constantly, every single day. The critical question you have to ask yourself and your leadership team is this one. Are you keeping pace? Is your leadership, is your governance, is your own understanding of this, is it all learning and adapting at the same incredible speed? Because in the age of AI, the one thing you can't afford to do is stand still. Standing still is now the biggest risk of all.